Okay, so today I'm going to introduce you to TeamWin. And this is yet just another way for you to kind of check over your writing and see if you have all the components you need to do well at analysis. So you might want your notebook out or the handout that you received on TeamWin. Main question is, why am I going to teach you a technique? Especially because you know how much I hate the 5-paragraph essay. Why would I teach you such a packaged deal on how to write? And mostly it's so you can practice the basics. Some of you won't need TeamWin. You are cogent, you are precise, you avoid the bog monster already. But some of you want a little bit of comfort. You want a fallback position. We teach you techniques such as TeamWin the same reason why you are taught the 10 and 2 position at driving, so that you have a fallback so that you know what you're comfortable with. Use this as a way to monitor if you have all the parts of writing, and perhaps as a way to teach yourself the parts of poetry analysis. Now, first, in your introduction to poetry analysis, you have to have some different parts. You need the title of the poem and the author, the poet's name. You should identify who is speaking if you can. It doesn't mean you have to give them a specific proper name, but you have to identify a little bit about the speaker. You have to tell me what the subject is, and you should be able to paraphrase the poem, but in no more than 2 sentences. The most important thing is, what is the major concept? What is the major meaning connected to the subject? We've talked about this before. It's the meaning of the poem that truly matters. Your first paragraphs should follow team. Team means that you need to identify the type of device or perhaps the chunk of the poem. You need to give evidence, you need to do attitude, and you need to do meanings within the poem. Here's what this would look like if we were taking the poems that we did for Robert Frost and Emily Dickinson. Please note that in red, it's the type of device. We are talking about a specific word, the idea, the symbol of goodbye, and you'll see that in red. The specific textual evidence, the time that the student actually references and sometimes quotes the text, is in this yellow. The references to the attitude or the tone that it creates is in green. And the meaning of it, how it stretches beyond the 4 corners of the page, is in blue. I'm going to give you a second. We're going to pause the video for you to read this paragraph again, but this time paying attention to the different components of TeamWin. Okay, welcome back. Let's go to the next one. This is another one of our poems. And it again takes the idea of, what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at point of view in this case. What type of evidence do we have from the text? What are the ideas of attitude and tone that we see? And how does it connect to meaning? Again, you will see the different colors all mixed together. Note how every sentence has a purpose. Every sentence does something to do, for the most part, with team. Let's take a second to read this, again noting the different colors. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at the next part. You might also have a paragraph that is specifically when. When is going to look at tones. When a poem shifts from tone to tone, from beginning to end, you would want to have a when paragraph. What are the tones? What are the evidence you can provide for those tone shifts? And then how do those tone shifts connect to the subject, to the theme, and the reader? Now, I want you to use TeamWin as a checklist right now to acclimate yourself, to get going. Please note that I got this idea from an amazing teacher in Texas, and I'm hoping that it's useful for you.